Today, I'm going to be doing a review on set number 75153, aka the ATSD Walker. This set released in 2016 for a retail price of $40, but now one new sealed in the box is going to cost about $80. And this set has 3 minifigures, 449 pieces, and an age rating of 8 to 14 years. Up in the set, we do have this pretty nice Rebel Trooper. Usually, Rebel Troopers in sets aren't that interesting, but I kind of like this one, mainly because of his helmet. I think his helmet piece is really cool and has some very nice printing on it. And he does have a pretty simple torso print, back print, and very minor leg printing. And he does have a pretty nice headpiece, and he doesn't have a second face. We also have a very nice base Malbus figure. He has extremely detailed printing on his torso and legs, and a very nice face print, even with his little scar. And he does have this pretty big gun and a pretty nice backpack. And it is attached with a black chain, which isn't too common. And this is the second face. And our final figure is just a pretty standard ATSG pilot. And it is a pretty simple figure. I believe his only exclusive piece is his helmet and maybe his face print. But he does have some pretty nice torso printing and leg printing, which appeared on multiple other Imperial officers. And a pretty nice face print with his strap. And a pretty simple back print, and he does have a second face. Overall, this is a great minifigure selection. I feel like 3 figures was the perfect amount for the set. I don't really see what other figure they could have included. Maybe a Stormtrooper, but I think that these figures are fine. And they all are great figures, and they all are exclusive. But now for the actual build. First up, the legs aren't that detailed. They just have a couple tiles, but they're not bad. And I do like this little thing. I think it's some sort of hydraulic. But the leg only has 1 point of articulation. And that's just right here. It can just move back and forth, and that's it. I do kind of wish that there was some sort of joint in the foot, but, you know. Also, because there are 2 of those things, it does make the joint pretty stiff. And this set does have some pretty nice detailing on the back of the head, including those 2 sticker pieces, and also those 2 ones. But that one is a bit misaligned, but that's because I bought this set used. And most ATSDs have this knob in the back, which can spin the head. And all you do is you spin it, and the head spins around, which is a very nice feature. And also, this being a LEGO Star Wars set, it obviously has spring-loaded shooters. And instead of pushing down, you just push on these things on the back, and they fire off. And also, on the side of the head, they do have these pretty nice blasters, which can spin around, which is pretty cool. And also, those 2 front ones, which can move up and down. And on the other side, it is a different type of blaster, which the same goes for this one, can spin up and down. And also, there are just like a couple sand blue pieces, which I do like, but I feel like they're kind of out of place just because there's only like a couple of them. I just wish that the sand blue was incorporated a bit more throughout the build. Also, for some reason in this set, there are just those 2 exposed studs. I didn't miss anything. It's on the actual set, and I'm not sure why. They totally could have covered that up, but it's probably accurate. And the front does have some very nice detailing with those 2 little windows and these pieces, which you can't actually close down to cover the windows. Kinda, but they don't look that good. And to actually put the figure in, all you do is you open this entire thing up. And that's the inside. It's not that detailed. It's a bit messy, but, you know, it's just the interior. And there's a thermal detonator and another spot to put the blaster, just like that. And you grab your figure, and you just put him in, just like that. And he does have a pretty nice control panel right there. It is actually a very detailed piece. But one of the major complaints I have with the set, and other people have with the set, is that on ATSTs, there are 2 pilots, and they sit side by side. But in the set, there's only 1 figure and only 1 spot, which is a bit annoying. But you can close it up, and it looks pretty nice. And on the top, there is some nice detailing, and you can open this top hatch, just like this. And you can have the pilot hold on to one of those bars and peeking out of the top. Oh, I really like this set. I'm a huge fan of it. I think that it looks great, and in my opinion, the best LEGO ATSD that we have gotten. And even though it's a great set, and being 9 years old, it's only going for about $80 in new condition, which isn't that bad. And you can buy one in used for only about $40, which is what I did. And I mean, this set is going to look great on your shelf. It has great figures, and it's a pretty good playset. But I wouldn't recommend that you use it for that. So I would give this set about an 8 out of 10.